Hey, what's up guys? My name's Tyler Hanson. I'm the athletic trainer here at the Miller Center. I'm accompanied by YMCA personal trainer Kevin Klock, and he's also got his CSCS and exercise physiology certification. Today we're going to kick off an exciting new series called Trainer Tips. Basically, I'm going to be meeting with each of the personal trainers here at the YMCA, and we're going to be expressing new information and new tips to help you guys in your workout regimens. Today, Kevin and I are going to be talking about biomechanics and leveraging. Biomechanics is super important, especially understanding your own biomechanics. When we understand our own biomechanics, we can really correct our own dysfunctions, we can eliminate injuries, and we can also help rehab therapists create effective workouts for ourselves.
All right, so in order to be more comfortable with your lifts, it's important to understand leverage. By understanding our leverage, we're using our own body as a lever. It's how our body interacts with the environment. So whenever I want to pick up an object or move an object or things like that, I'm using my own body as a lever. When we understand these biomechanics, we can learn to identify dysfunctions such as muscle weakness, limited mobility, and issues of posture.
So going off of leveraging, we're going to give an example of an easy lift that everyone does. We're going to perform a front lunge. We see a lot of deformities and a lot of miscues that come with this lift. The biggest note that we want to hit on all of this video: do not sacrifice form and or technique for more weight. The more weight that you do and you're not comfortable with and you don't understand your own biomechanics and leverage, the more chance that injuries can occur. So picking up on the front lunge, the first and foremost thing that we usually see that's a big flaw is our stride. Most of the time people are too far or too short. Usually people are too far, where they step out too far in advance, which doesn't give us proper translation and sometimes almost too much translation over our toes, and we actually put a lot of stress over the back hip flexor. So what we try to cue, and this is an easy way to look at it, if you find yourself in the mirror, go ahead and reset, and we take our lunge, we're gonna maybe take a step further than our normal walking stance, depending on your height. We're gonna touch our back knee to the ground, and we should see a perfect 90 degree in the front and a perfect 90 degree in the back. That's when you know that you are in a proper biomechanic movement pattern, okay? The other thing that we usually see, can you reset really quick, is the instability of the foot land immediately. Sometimes when people take a step and they're unstable, we see shifting and weight movement on the outside and the inside part of the foot. We also see that knee collapse in and outside, which we call varus and valgus force. The last error that we typically see is in the final stage of the lunge. So when he gets down, and if you aren't in this proper biomechanic position, what we tend to see is instability of the glute med, which falters at the knee. So we see a lot of internal or external translation when they stand up that leads to instability and more forward translation, which we don't want. So if we were going to properly do this, we want that good solid stance, that 90 degree angle, good biomechanic pattern, and then when we start talking about leverage of this, we are going to start putting it over our glute med, our outside butt, essentially. Research has shown that this is a good stabilizer and an effective explosive muscle to help us with this specific type of movement. As he fulcrums off the glute medius and leverages off of it, it helps propulse himself in an effective manner upward, not forward. So go ahead and explode up, and that brings his right leg in a stable manner and in a good walking biomechanic gait to continue the movement. Just like that. Knowing and learning your own biomechanics and leveraging is super important. Just on an injury prevention standpoint, knowing and understanding your body frame, height, bone density, and length can really help you increase and just overall impact your workout regimens. So that's all we have for you for this week. Be sure to tune in. We're going to be trying to do this every week. Be sure to look out on our Miller Center Facebook. That's all we have for you today. I'm Tyler, he's Kevin.